I guess just going back to your other point, I don't think people shouldn't have things outside of work. I think that makes your life more interesting, it makes your career more interesting, it adds additional skills to you. I don't think it should be a 50-50 though, or a 30-30-30. I think it should be 100-100-100. If you aren't able to do that, that's when the problem becomes. So when you're at work, you should be able to give 100%. When you're at home, you should be able to give 100%. And then when you're at a side gig, you should be able to give 100%. That's what I believe. But the article makes it sound like, okay, I'm doing this 100%, I'm doing this 50%, so I get paid in order to do that. And that's the part where I don't agree.
Yeah, but it's also what you optimize again. Ultimately, metrics, and I'll say this very honestly, I mean, the reason why I have a full-time job right now is because if I want to optimize against, money per hour, that's the best place to be. Nothing beats professional services, actually. Because if you try to do it in retail or whatever, the numbers never make sense, right? But I think that's the understanding and the peace I've made with myself. But I agree to your point. Ultimately, and there's going to be injustice at work. If there are people at work that are just not carrying their weight.
100%.
Yes. There's something around, I guess, principles, morals, integrity, just making sure you do what you need to, right?
Yeah.
How you spend your time differs because I think we're also more concerned about outputs and outcomes versus inputs at time. Ultimately, there's no reason why you can't do multiple things because the tools are so readily accessible and available. And it's an operating system you have to build.